You might hear that noise in the background. I thought it was a machine, but it's a big flock of something. I just saw the whole flock move through the trees. Hear that? It is October, so I'm guessing they're in their migration south. Hopefully I can see what they are before they all fly past. That's a lot of birds. Thought there was like a okay, I see some up here. I'm out here looking for birds in Cambridge, Ontario. Got my big camera here. Walking through the woods, there's a bunch of juncos hopping around the path up there. I don't think you'll be able to see them, and I can't get a good picture because they're in the dark. Did see some cedar waxwings. Something right there. A lot of robins. So anyway, October is one of the more beautiful months to be out. Check this out. This is kind of a cool thing on this tree. How those two parts grew together. Should have known only one creature could be that loud out here, and that is a big flock of grackles. That's a lot of grackles. So that noise that you hear, assuming you hear it, is several hundred grackles. I'm in a different place now. Got bugs on me. And I was here a year ago and saw a couple sandhill cranes, and I was just standing over there taking pictures of some small birds, and I can hear the sandhill cranes out here in the distance. So we'll walk this direction and see if we can find them. Can't hear them anymore. I'm not sure if they're beyond that line of trees up there, or where exactly they were. I would kind of expect them to be by water, but I don't know if there's any water over here. So we'll walk as far as those trees and see what we find. Well, I made it to the line of trees. I don't see anything promising here though. There are some birds flying around in the trees here, but I don't see any kind of swamp, or maybe those cranes were quite far away. There's like another field and then more trees over there, so I think I'm going to abandon the search for the cranes and get back on a path. I've been looking for this path, which I was pretty sure existed, but I just could not find it. So finally I just started cutting through the woods, bushwhacking through just the unexplored woodland. No path or anything. Then I kind of got forced out of that because it was too thick, and then I found this path. I think there's a lesson in that, and to really feel the depth of that lesson, you need to meditate on it for a while, preferably out in the woods. Maybe you need to bushwhack for a while, just dig through uncharted territory. Made me think of brain science, and when you're trying to learn new tasks or learn new things before those pathways are myelinated, which is a fatty tissue that grows along neural pathways that are well used. Makes it easier for brain signals to go down those pathways. But the first few times you learn a task or are learning some concept or language or whatever it is, instrument, sport, it's very, very difficult. You have to think about every single thing, how you say a word or move your hands to play a chord or whatever it is, and it's very, very difficult. But each time you do it, it gets easier and easier because the neural pathway gets myelinated, which is like a well-worn path through the woods, which is what I was looking for all along. I'm beginning to feel like I don't need to be carrying this big camera around with this big telephoto lens. Especially because I forgot the strap at home, so I'm just carrying it by hand. I don't have the strap that you can hang over your shoulder. But who knows, maybe I'll see a golden eagle, and then I would really be kicking myself if I didn't see it. Sorry, if I didn't have my camera. But even if I don't see a golden eagle, and I don't expect that I will, this is the most beautiful time of year to be out in the woods. The colors are just awesome. It is, I don't even know what the date is today. I think it's October 19. There's a bunch of horse poop right there. I've seen a fair amount of that today. People must walk their horses back here, which would be kind of cool because it is a pretty narrow path and hilly. At the previous trail I was at, I did see 3 people, that's the number, on horses. But that was a much bigger path. I guess this is the end of this path. It does pick up across the street, but we're not going to do that today. So, we're going to go back where we came from. I do always think it's silly when I see people make videos of themselves going for walks, and then they have those shots where it's like a shot of them walking by, because you know they just like set it up and put the camera somewhere and then walked past and ran back and got the camera again. Did that work? Was it super awesome? I bet it was super awesome. There's the horse poop again. I know what you're thinking. He's getting super good at that. I can do it professionally. Shots of me walking by. I just stepped in poop. That's not a lie. Those horses, man. Oh, that's pretty. To the end of the path here, or rather, I'm getting back to the beginning. Nothing super awe-inspiring today as far as birds and wildlife go, except for that major grackle debacle, where we were in the middle of presumably a migration. I ran into an Irish gentleman who was walking through the other way, and we talked for a few minutes, and he walks there a lot, presumably. Well, he said he walks there a lot, and I trust him. And he was with a big dog, and he said he had seen a golden eagle there, where one day he was going into the path, and somebody else was coming out, and the guy coming out said, "There's a golden eagle back there." And the Irish guy was like, "Nah, I don't think so. There's no golden eagles around here. Probably saw a young bald eagle." And then he went back there, and sure enough, there was a golden eagle, and it was on the ground feeding on something, which is pretty awesome. They do have golden eagles in southern Ontario. They're not super common. But that's why I mentioned a golden eagle earlier. But no golden eagles, no owls, which is to be expected. I always think when you go on a walk like this that an owl probably saw you, but you didn't see the owl. Well, that's life.